Hi everyone, welcome back to Art with Mrs. Alvarez. I'm Mrs. Alvarez and here's Lola. She's going to pick something fun for us to draw. So let's see. First our adjective.
A smiley.
A smiley. Just like her. A smiley.
Okay. Sloth.
Sloth, yes. I love drawing sloths. What will he be doing? Our happy smiley sloth. He will be, or she will be,
Roasting marshmallows.
roasting marshmallows. This one's awesome. Okay guys, I hope you're as excited as I am. Go grab a pen and piece of paper and we will draw a smiley sloth roasting marshmallows. Okay guys, I'm super excited about this one. We're going to draw a smiley sloth roasting marshmallows. Like usual, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with his head. And so we're going to start with an upside down C towards the top of the page. So we're going to do an upside down C right about here. And from there, from this side of the C, we're going to make his back by doing a curved line. So we're going to connect this line into a curved line, scoop it all the way down towards the bottom of the page to about there. Now we're going to stop there so that we can add his arm. Now sloths have really long arms, so we're going to draw a straight line from about here, so almost where you started your curved line for his back. You're going to go a little lower than that. You're going to start there, draw a straight line all the way past your line for his back, scoop it around like you're drawing a long, big stretched out U, and then go back towards the top. Okay, so there's his really long arm. Now, if you're like me and you have a tiny little opening between your line for the back and your arm, you can just fill it in just like that, just with a little line. Now, on the other side of his arm, you're going to continue on drawing a straight line. And then you're going to draw his legs the same way you drew his arm. So you're going to draw a straight line towards the bottom of the page, pretty long because they also have long legs. Scoop it down there as if you're making a U. Go up and then go back towards the arm a little bit with the curved line. So there's one of his legs. We're going to do the same thing for his second leg, okay? But we're going to start it right about here because it's going to be behind his first leg a little bit. So you're going to draw your U shape and then go up, keep going up past the other leg, and then curved back towards his arm. Now we have to connect his leg to his head, and in between those two things we have to draw his belly, okay? So we're going to draw a curved line and then back and then connect it to his head. Kind of looks like a blob right now, so if yours looks any different than mine, it's totally fine. Once we add the details to this sloth, yours will look cool, I promise. Now he's missing an arm, so let's do that. I'm gonna have my arm sticking out from his body right about here where I started to go back here with this curved line. So I'm gonna draw a straight line out. Okay, this one I'm not making as long because he's going to be holding a stick to roast marshmallows. So it's a little bit shorter than the one here, okay? Now I'm going to draw another straight line below it for the second part of his arm. Now right about here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw kind of like an oval shape, and I'm going to draw it a little ways away from my arm so that I can draw a little stick in there. Actually, it almost looks like an egg shape or like a little avocado. So this is going to be his hand. His hand is folded, holding onto a little stick for his marshmallow. Now, before I fix these two little lines, let's draw that stick for the marshmallows, okay? So I'm going to draw a line down, over, and back up. So it's kind of like a little rectangle. Now on the top, you're going to draw a straight line down and back towards his hand. But I'm going to stop there because if you've ever roasted a marshmallow with an actual stick, like if you've gone camping before, a lot of times the sticks that you'll get from the ground will have like a bunch of different branches sticking out everywhere, and that's what we're going to do. So from right about here, we're going to draw a straight line sticking out this way. And then we can draw a line down, back towards the main part of the branch, and then down towards his hand. Okay? So it's kind of like a big stick figure Y. Now I'm going to draw a marshmallow at the end of this. And to do that, I'm just going to draw kind of like a rounded square. Okay. Now that we drew our stick, we can finish our little arm. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to continue my straight lines until I touch something else, okay? So like I continued that straight line until I hit my stick, and I continued this straight line until I hit my hand, just to kind of finish those lines. Now let's draw his face, and then we can add the details of his claws, okay? So the sloth's face, this is super cute. We're going to draw a bump here. Then we're going to curve it down like this, almost like you're drawing a U, and then like an upside down U. Okay, so this is what it looks like at first. You kind of go up, down, and then up again. Now from this line, we're going to go all the way down to his chin, like that. And then sloths have really cool markings on their face. They have it almost looks like they have like a mask on. And to draw that, you're just going to draw two shapes like this, kind of like a U sticking out of the side. And the same on this side. And then you can draw your two ovals for the eyes. And another oval this way for his nose. And it's actually kind of big. Sloths have sort of big noses. And you can color it right in black if you're using a black marker or a Sharpie. Now remember, this guy's smiley. That was our adjective. So we're going to draw a shape like this, our little smile. But I'm going to make him extra smiley by making it an even bigger smile. Like this, with my straight lines down for his teeth. This is about how happy I am when I'm making marshmallows. Okay, now let's give him something to sit on, and then we'll draw his claws, okay? Let's have him sitting on a little stump, like a little part of a tree. Okay, so I'm going to curve it like this. And if it touches the leg, that's where I'm just going to stop, okay? And now from the outside of this curved line, you're going to draw a straight line down and then curve it out at the end. And then for the bottom of our tree stump, what I'm going to do is I'm kind of just going to draw like a wavy line. And it can be kind of random. It's okay if some of your waves are bigger than the others, because no two tree stumps are the same anyway, so whatever you draw there, you're good. Now let's draw his claws. These will be very long, skinny triangles. And I'm going to draw 4 on each of his hands and on his feet. So 2, 3. Sloths have really long claws so they can climb up the trees. So there's one hand. For this one, since he's holding this little stick, his claws would actually be sticking out this way. So they're kind of like tilting towards his face. There's a third one and the last. And then for his feet, same thing. I'm actually going to draw them a little bit smaller on his toes though. Almost like half the size of the ones on his hands. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now the last thing I'll do for this, I'm going to draw a little campfire. So to do that, let's draw 2 rectangles, kind of skinny. These will be our logs. So there's one rectangle, and it's a little bit slanted. Let's draw the other one behind it. So we're going to draw just the bottom part of the rectangle here. And as soon as you touch another one of your lines, you're going to stop, jump over it, and continue on the other side. Okay? So it's okay if they're kind of like, you know, in different shapes, different angles than mine. It's totally fine. Now, for the fire part, you're going to draw a curved line like this, almost like a backwards stretched out S. Then you're going to scoop it back down. And then since fire is kind of random, you're just going to keep doing these kind of like zigzaggy lines, wavy lines, as many as you can fit. You can have some go really tall. Maybe that's a really tall flame. I'm going to do one more. And then when you get to about the edge of your rectangle campfire here, that's when you know it's time to scoop your line back down, your fire, until you touch it, okay? That way it looks like a big fire coming out of these 2 little logs here. Okay, so this is pretty much our picture. I'm just going to do my background line that I like to draw. So I'm going to start it here. I'm going to draw until I touch my little stump. I'm going to jump over it. Continue here. Jump over the fire. And go straight. Okay? So there we go. I'm done with my drawing. Now I'm going to fast forward this next part. I'm going to color using markers again today. But I'll catch back up with you guys after I'm done coloring, okay? Okay guys, here he is, our Smiley Sloth, roasting his little marshmallow here. I colored in my entire page today, or as much of it as I could. If you guys stuck with me all the way to the end, you are the best. Maybe you can even hit subscribe while you're at it, if you haven't already. That's it for today. Thank you guys so much for coming, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye! If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and tag your artwork, Art with Mrs. Alvarez, so I can see all the amazing things you guys are making at home. I can't wait to see.